Hello! Oh, work camera isn't fully set up. I'm a little, uh, out of sorts. I was a couple minutes late, sorry. Baby Gladio. Where's my captions? Oh, I've figured it out. They're here. Baby Gladio has been digging all morning. And I'm wondering if he's trying to make a nest to lay his eggies. So I was helping him. I was trying to give him a nice place because he picked a place and I don't super like it, so I'm trying to get him into a new place. Is it time? I don't know. He might not even lay eggs. He might just reabsorb them, but I want to make sure that he has the resources he needs to make a lovely nest if he chooses to. But good morning, everybody. Chassis, Ryan, Sage, Stocky, how are you doing today? We are beating this game today. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We're beating the game. So that means everybody's special boss except for Miranda, which we did last time, as well as the final 3 bosses of the game. Shavil, hello! Very tired, but things are otherwise pleasant. Well, I hope you get some rest, Chassis. I'm still afeared. Do I care? Not really. Can I fix fear in here? This is the clinic. Okay, can you unfear me? Speak some calming words into my brain. Villain, good morning. I know I'm the baby of the chat. I know of it, Stocky. Not like super much, but I know of it. Okay. That means soothing words were sufficient to calm Dart's nerves. I don't know what he said. I don't want to know what he said. But it was enough. The beta of the new game came out. Is it like a new game, or is it like a remake of an older one? I haven't heard of such a thing. Also, I know that we're about to fight here, so let me just make sure that he has what I want him to have. Where's this other weapon? Yeah, no. No. You got items? Nah, I've got enough items for now. The weapon... Excuse me. I wasn't trying to go out there. In case you were wondering, I was trying to go over here. To this man. Want to survive? Yes, I do. New game. Well, that's even more exciting. Yeah, okay. I have $16,000 because I thought that I was gonna have to buy another legend cask. So we got some money. Becomes powerful, ooh, inversely to HP. Yes. Because Claire is going to wreck us. What is everybody wearing for armor? Oh, I'm not sure that I can tank his magic defense like that. The nullifying damage to dark attacks is actually super important for Rose, so it is magical, defense, whatever. I don't think anybody's wearing anything important. If they are, I'm about to find out. Al, you're the only one I'm concerned about, to be honest. Let's just see. Let's just see. I thought you were just saying that casually. Man, I would not be saying it casually if I had $16,000. Okay, what were you wearing? Oh, I don't care. Truly don't care. What were you wearing? You're probably the one I care about more. Yeah, no, I simply don't care. She still has the rainbow dress because that's important, so... Cool, cool. I'm happy with these upgrades. Some of these fights are gonna be a lot easier all of a sudden. Because I'm not poor. That's the life hack, right? For the entire world, just don't be poor. Be rich, and anything is within the realm of possibility. This game has gotten too real. I'm pretty sure the in-game currency is gold? I think? It doesn't have some fancy name, like, you know, leaves or anything like that. I was gonna whip out forints as an example of a fantasy currency, but that's in fact just Hungarian. From the mythical realm of Hungary. Alright, if I can't carry any more items, then I don't need it. If you're homeless, just get a house, duh. Just don't be sad. It's easy. Don't know why everybody has such a problem with this. Yes, linguistically, Hungarians are on a very different planet. That language is just like some of the coolest stuff you've ever heard. What is potch? I've never heard that one. I like Gil. Leaves is cute to me. That's from Octopath. I'm trying to think what else. I just feel like Gil is a really good fantasy word, you know? It sounds plausible, it doesn't sound ridiculous. Like leaves kind of sounds ridiculous. That girl doesn't know about you yet, because she's your mother. But she's currently a child. Hey, give lizards a treat, thank you! Oh, money, right. Isn't money from... Is that Kingdom Hearts? What is that? Can I confess that I've never played a single Kingdom Hearts game? Okay, that's a lie. I've played the first hour of the first Kingdom Hearts game. And we have all of them. They just seem so overwhelming to even start. I really disliked what I played of Kingdom Hearts, and I think that it was a combination of, like, I was not the right age for it at the time, and I, like, wasn't playing it right, you know? Like, it wasn't my kind of game, and so I was approaching it kind of from the wrong perspective. So I want to try it again, but it's just so overwhelming. I've watched Kingdom Hearts speedruns. Me too, right? I have more exposure to that than my amount of playing. Okay, so hey, martial arts man found his daughter. That's cool. I'm gonna try to just absolutely decimate her entire day, and I, for some reason, think that this doesn't work very well. But this is his daughter that ran away. It was his fault, so he needs to come to terms. Like, remember, the moon is making you come to terms with something important in your life. He needs to come to terms with the fact that it was his fault that his daughter ran away, and he never saw her again. His daughter, Claire, is Dart's mom, which makes him Dart's grandpa. But he's fighting this child version of his daughter who is being taken over by the war god, which is a figure in their local mythology. And he has to just kind of take it as she absolutely ravages his emotional stability. I don't remember. I think she can actually kill me from here, so I'm gonna recover a little bit. Because it takes her a few turns to go again. Like, this is not a... You're just here for the story. You won't die. Like, you'll definitely die. Thankfully, this only ever takes you down to 1. It doesn't kill you. Gonna expose me right now. He has to learn he was too harsh on his daughter by beating up his daughter. Exactly. He's gonna do the exact same thing that he did the first time, but it'll be different this time. Why is the activity request on Twitch 427? What does that mean? What do you mean? I haven't looked at my channel point redeems in forever. Oh, introducing channel points. Thanks. Well, that platinum is pretty expensive, isn't it? You haven't cleared the last 427 redeems. Keep adding more. Pile them in there. Okay, I need to fight her at some point. That's right, more boop. I don't know how to do his additions. I never have. Is this gonna kill me if she does that again? I hope not. Less talky, more healy. Whew. I don't want to use a healing item on him. Everyone will... Imagine how many... Don't do that, stocky, or everybody is gonna have a platinum percent worth of points. Should be on I control the national debt of my channel. I am at naught but your whims. So if I clear the redeems right now, there will be like an hour and a half of everything happening. Well, that's funny. Okay, he's gonna die if he takes a hit there, so we need to heal again. I can't. I'm trying so hard and I can't. Yes! He's actually quite strong, I just don't use him, like, ever. Enjoy, Stocky. Have some fun. I'm so glad that first one missed, or we would be dead. I didn't heal enough. I didn't heal enough to survive. No. None of my redeems are tied to on-screen things. I don't think. So they wouldn't cause anything other than just... What is this? Oh, I know that they're... I keep getting texts like every day that some reptile is due for vet services. I don't care about myself. I have to save my daughter. I'll focus all of my body and soul into this and kill the devil that possesses my Claire. Ooh, I thought she was gonna kill me. But I think we get to stop her this time. Yeah. As Cheville said, we just beat the ever-loving shit out of her. Just like before, but this time she thanks us. That's a healthy relationship. Yeah, I think the only time that I've ever gone into my redeems and messed with them, in terms of like clearing them or anything, is I think there have been 2 times where somebody redeemed something and then like for whatever reason I was like, I can't do that. And I was like, I'll give you your points back, you know? One of them, I don't remember, I feel like it was a genuine like, oopsie, I can't do that kind of thing. Another one was somebody quite a while ago, like years ago, who redeemed something like just to be a menace. And I was like, look, I'm not gonna do this. And they're like, it's fine, I'll take my points back. They're not around here anymore. Do we have to go back to town? I don't remember. But I'll go back and save anyway. Because yeah, I don't mind people cashing things in, like, to be a troll. That's funny and goofy. But that was like a different kind, you know what I mean? That was somebody who was actually trying to be disruptive and make me do something I didn't want to do, so... There's a difference. Wait, no! I regret the boop. Cheville, you live with the consequences of your actions! When will you learn that your actions have consequences? I don't remember who's next. I don't remember if it's this way or further into the place. So we're gonna go this way. We'll find out if I'm wrong later. Turn that boop upside down. I wish they still had... Because they don't, right? I wish they still had those, like, temporary emote skins. Where you could, like, put Mort in an Easter basket and stuff like that. Yeah, Mort's in there, and I think he's probably not gonna move, so... He can be a little bit bigger. I don't remember exactly how they worked. I just remember that Sancho would do all sorts of shenanigans. Oh, really? We get into a fight like 2 inches from the cutscene trigger? Blueberry? Sure. Thank you, villain. For Mort, I must assume. Oh, I am on today. This is so good. Yeah, we still have sunglasses, which I love. Sunglasses is one of my favorites. Trico or Trollco with sunglasses I think lines up like really well. Like just enough that it's kind of goofy, but it's not completely ridiculous. Oh, it's like he's tickling Mort. The little hand is giving Mort a little tickle and he's laughing. Yeah, there were like time-limited ones. The Easter basket is one that I remember very fondly because many of my emotes worked really well. So we got attacked by Rose's dragon. And we ran two separate directions. Rose and Dart are by themselves, and everybody else is in a different place. I don't remember the poke one, but it seems to work really well with a lot of mine. That's how the blankie stays closed. You're seeing a flashback of Kongol's past, how he met Emperor Dole back when Dole was actually a good guy. Hey Chris, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Alright, well while we watch this, I guess I'm gonna give more to Blueberry, because I can just keep mashing text while I do that. I'll be right back. Okay. Mort got his bloob. Thank you, villain. I was so excited as a kid, by the way, because this is the only time in the game that you get to be Albert. For like 5 feet, of course, and that's about it, sadly. Morty. Was that good, buddy? So I'm actually kind of interested in what happens here because this is the first playthrough where I've ever gone and gotten Kongol's Dragoon Spirit, like, before this fight. Because usually Endora will give it to you once you beat him. Another boop! Fill it, yes. Fill the history of redeems, make it larger. Soon it will become a sentient being. Its power only grows. I think he still is just using Pursuit, sadly. Probably forgot to change his additions. Oh well. What? Nightbot. I'm gonna need you to chill. What even? Clips not- oh, it's, I think I have it set so that non-subs can't post links without permission first, but I've literally never had a problem, so I feel like I should just take that away, even though that could just be confirmation bias and I've never had a problem because it exists. But like, my chat isn't stupid enough to click on something that somebody that we don't know posts, so I'll probably just take that rule away. Thank you, villain. At least I changed it to Inferno, turns out. Aw, left hands, thank you. Villain, enjoy your morts. I wanted to like change into a Dragoon, see if Endora had anything to say about that, but I might not get a chance. He's calling me weak, but he's not really doing that much more damage than I am. Also, Pursuit is horrible for, or not Pursuit, Inferno is horrible for SP, so... Morty, you're looking kind of thick there, buddy. You got like a little neck boob going on. Oh, also, in case anybody cares, what do I have here? Because I don't want this to go on for too long. Gooby. We got the results back from that horrifying thing that was on her face. And it was some bacteria and a little bit of candida. It was not yellow fungus, which is good. I mean, she doesn't have some horrible infection growing into her face. And then over the weekend, hear me out, but over the weekend, she got like really sick. And I was like, oh no, you know, what's happening? And then within like a couple hours of her getting like really sick, she started, it's called high walling, which is where like she won't let her tummy touch the ground and her sides get like real vertical. Normally they lay pretty like flat and pancakey. And that is a sign that she's a lady. So remember before we were worried that maybe Gooby was a boy, but that's a pretty strong sign that she's a lady. So, and she's fine now. She got over it. March is usually right about the time when that happens for live-bearing lizards, so that's very exciting. And she feels a lot better now. Hooray for ambiguous dimorphism, tell me about it. Morty cosplaying as the Baron Harkonnen, oh no! Maybe that means he can float! That would be so much better! Can you float, Morty? And you just never told me. I don't know why my brain was immediately like, oh, we have to give Kongol this Endora's axe instead of the literal thing that's just called axe, which he got at the beginning of the game. But we're never gonna use him again, so... Alright, off we go. So where? I don't remember. This way? Yeah. Oh, I missed a yawn. Morty. It was beautiful. Morty's always beautiful. I thought he ate a rock yesterday. Oh, I want that item now that I have space. Thought he ate a rock yesterday. I heard a big old crunch, and then I came over, and there were a couple little pebbles out of place. But I think he's fine. I would like to think that he's not dumb enough to eat a rock, especially after all these years. But with him, who knows? Who knows? Put it in his fan club channel. Thank you. Okay, so this team is like, okay, we're gonna wait for Dart and Rose instead of just wandering around hoping to find them. But yeah, this is why it's useful for Rose to have gotten that armor, because Michael is about... Watch this Flappy Bird. Oh, there he goes. I love that in the background. Rose got that armor that negates dark damage, so she won't be able to be hurt by Michael's cannon. And Rose is talking about this place, which was, like, long in her past, and she says, like, you know, it's really sad. I really liked these guys. But they're extinct now. I really miss them. Do I care about these items? I don't imagine that I care about these items. Especially if they're just items and not weapons. Oh, Marty, there was another one! What you doing, my dude? Why you yawn so much? Michael's cannon was that guy who played General Zod, right? This is when Rose got her Dragoon spirit, and she met Michael when he was just a little baby. He was very cute. Oh, I meant to talk about the movies we watched, by the way. Somebody, I don't remember who now, maybe... no, I don't remember who. Maybe it was Draco. Recommended Mr. Boogedy, which we watched. We also watched Moon. And I think those were the only chat recommendations that we watched this time. Dog, what is your problem? And then we watched a movie called Life, which was about being in space and having a little Mars friend kind of make his home on their spaceship. And let me think, what else did we watch? Oh, there was... I didn't watch most of it. I fell asleep. There was some new Nick Cage movie where it was essentially Five Nights at Freddy's, but with Nick Cage. And since Husbando is such a fan of Nick Cage, of course we watched that one. I'm just gonna try to level up additions here. Whoopsie. Because Michael doesn't take damage right now. Although I guess Rose's additions don't really matter. I enjoyed Moon. It felt somehow like... I don't know how to describe it. The stakes were somehow like kind of unclear throughout Moon. But the concept, he can attack one more time, was very fun, and I liked the approach of it. I liked how it kind of maintained like, you know, a goofy tone almost, when it had the potential to go for anything like, you know, super horrifying. And it was kind of horrifying in a way, but Mr. Boogedy was just wild. Mr. Boogedy was something else. Boy, something about Michael moving like that in the background is making it really hard to do darts additions. Yeah, and the big reveal comes like fairly early on, right? You know? So with the rest of your time, you're kind of, I don't want to say left wondering, but because there are stakes, right? There is, what are we gonna do when they show up and realize what's happened? But yeah, it was a fun watch. I really appreciated in that movie that Gertie, the like artificial intelligence machine thing, was not what you would have expected. It doesn't behave like a machine stereotypically would in that circumstance. You know what I mean? Because it's very common in Hollywood depictions like that for it to be more like, I can't remember its name, the machine thing from WALL-E, the one that was on the ship with the humans. Like, that's the most common way that machines behave in Hollywood movies, right? But I really liked Gertie. Yeah, an empathetic machine. We have to keep just fighting Michael until Rose is willing to reveal that, like, what his weakness is. She doesn't want to because she loves him. What should we do? There's only one blind spot, but she refuses to say what it is. Him. Do you and Husbando like Skyrim / Fallout-esque games? I have a game recommendation. Japanese? Yeah, what is it? I know that you left, by the way, villain. So I will ask again later if you didn't hear that question because you had to get the phone. But yeah, Life... not Life. Life was good. Life was about people in space, and they like found an organism on Mars, and then they brought it back to the ship. And it like grew, and obviously it becomes kind of your stereotypical like, oh, we have this foreign entity on our ship kind of deal, but it was really good. The Nick Cage one about the Five Nights at Freddy's, I can't remember what that movie was called, but it should be fairly easy to figure out based on the Nick Cage version of Five Nights at Freddy's. Was horrible. It was very, very bad. We haven't watched Pig yet. That's supposed to be one of the better ones, is my understanding. Willy's Wonderland, that's the one. That's the one. Wasn't good. Like, there's a specific subset of people that would enjoy that just for being kind of just like a goofy you know, just a goofy animatronic movie, and people who like Nick Cage, because obviously he was sold on that movie by somebody telling him, Nick Cage, do you want to be a badass who kills a bunch of animatronic things? And he's like, hell yeah. You know, because that's Nick Cage. So if you go in knowing what you're expecting, it could be a fun little time, you know? What do you know, according to IMDb, it's bad. I'm so surprised. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't want to have to hurt you. Esbondo's like a huge Nick Cage fan. Yes, villain, you're back. I said that I would love to hear what game you're talking about. Ghostwire, I think we have it for free on PlayStation Plus. I'll have to check. I guess I didn't really know, like, what kind of game that was. I was getting the impression that it was almost like a Mirror's Edge type of thing, but maybe not. See, it's so much easier to do additions when Michael isn't moving side to side in the background. Except for apparently Dart. I've eaten my words. Assassin's Creed 2-y? Huh. Japanese spirit lore? Yeah. Have you seen, you being the general you chat, have you seen that new game Banishers? Ghosts of New Eden or whatever it's called? That seems interesting to me. I've watched a little bit of gameplay, but tried not to watch too much because my understanding is it's like a super story-driven game. So obviously you don't want to spoil the story. Mort has departed, for sure. And now I must find him. By painstakingly slowly zooming camera back out. Where you at, Mort? Oh, the sky. Okay. We made it. Everybody's back together. To be fair, I think a lot of games are way better than Starfield based on what I've heard. Maybe that's an unfair judgment, but... But yeah, I'm interested in Banishers. I'll have to check out, I'll have to check out Ghostwire. And I was gonna get Solar Ash, but then it was on sale and I missed it by like a couple hours. I even looked at it last night when it was still on sale. But I didn't know at the time that it was on sale. Because it does have a PlayStation copy, and I was like, oh, okay, great. And then I got distracted doing something and didn't buy it, which means that I missed the sale. I guess I better heal, actually. I have so much money. No, I didn't notice that it got more expensive. I noticed that this morning, I was going to buy it. And I looked it up on Google, and I was like, oh, $15.99, that's great. And then I added it to my cart, and it was $40. And I was like, wait a second, what? And it said that the sale had expired, like, a couple hours before that, sadly. But thankfully it seems to go on sale fairly often, so... As in, like, once every 2 months or something, so... Did I just save? I just saved, right? Because this dole is actually kind of hard. This is the dole with, like, the double swords and stuff. So yeah, I want to play Solar Ash, want to try Banishers. We're still waiting on Last Epoch, whatever, to kind of stabilize a little bit. We're in the midst of the whole Final Fantasy VII Remake thing. We made it through Remake. We're in the middle of Rebirth now, but it's like a 100-hour game, you know? So we'll still be there for a while. And then I know Husbando wants to play Ender Lilies next. And then after that, kind of a free-for-all, I don't know. Is it this one that makes powerful spells? I don't remember which of his swords make the spells. That was not good. Yeah, I'm planning on just waiting like a little bit, and I'm almost certain that Solar Ash will be on sale again. Like, I looked at sale histories, and it seems like basically once every month to month and a half it goes on sale. So... Oh, what happened to your swords? Buddy? So Dole and Albert are having a fight about why Dole did what he did, being killing Albert's father to try to usurp the throne, which caused a civil war. His swords broke. Poor guy. See, that's my favorite thing. You think of Dole... When I think of Dole, I think of fruit, like fruit cups, right? Which is why I always make fun of his castle, because Kazis on the map looks like a fruitcake. Yeah, I don't remember if we have Ghostwire for free. I want to say that we do. Yeah, okay, I said that fight was hard, but wow, that was easy. But we have really prepared by this point in the game. Like, we did all the optional bosses, including Faust, who was worth a ton of experience. For Maru. And I've actually been, like, buying really good stuff. So I have money. So I think the only one we have left is Archangel for Maru, which that one is, like, actually a really hard fight. Archangel, for some reason, just spikes the difficulty. Stop making me redo my party! Can we go up here? No. Alright. Time to leave. Is Mort in his cave? No? Morty, where'd you go, buddy? Yeah, the throne- oh, hi, Morty. The throne's mine now, and I'm not even gonna take it. I'm a humble ruler, if nothing. I don't care about the items. There are items like over to the side. I don't care. Can I, like, have a save point? I guess I could have gone back into the inn. So that was on me, I guess. But yeah, thanks everybody for the movie recommendations, because we never would have heard of some of those things like Moon. And I have the rest, like, stored away for later. Also, we watched The Wailing. That was another one that I didn't remember until just now, which was Korean, I think? Korean movie about some kind of, like, not kind of zombies, I guess, sort of. That one was very intriguing, and that one was supposed to actually be like a good movie. It had good reviews. I always think that when I see that in movies, like the king just sitting on his throne every time that he's in view. And it's like, you can't convince me that anybody would choose to sit on this rock cube any longer than they had to every day. Because I always thought that about the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones too. Like, oh yeah, it looks cool, it's made out of swords. Who wants to sit on that? And yet every scene with the Iron Throne, somebody's sitting in it. Except for, you know, the end, when that was the point. But we don't talk about Season 8. Okay, Archangel, really powerful, summons elephants from the sky, as you do. And what's actually really cool is, early on in the game, well, not early, Disc 2. Actually, that's Disc 3, I think. When you go to the Wingley Forest, if you go upstairs in, like, the bar area, there's a little button you can push that opens a wall that shows a statue of the Archangel. Because this is like one of their holy figures, and so they have it on display in the bar. So this need not be your first encounter with the concept of the Archangel and what he looks like, if you explore a little bit. It's like 3 left hands. This is your future, left hands. This is the next step on the path of ascension. Are you looking forward to looking like this? You get elephants. You get 3-headed elephants that fly down from the sky. How could you not be excited about that? I'm not okay with it. I really don't want to have to use heals, but I mean, as long as Archangel's still talking to me, that's fine. The conflict that they're having is, you know, obviously Maru went out to be with the humans, and that was not permitted by her people, and the Archangel is basically like, you're a horrible example of a Wingley. You've defiled everything that we hold dear. How dare you? You deserve to die for that. And Maru's like, come on, you have to be that way? Like, you suck. So in terms of being challenged, this is not a problem for Maru. The moon had a hard time challenging her because she was always very confident in going out and hanging out with the humans. Like, she never felt like that was a problem. Or that she should be ashamed of making friends from other species. The disdain for humans in your mind created me. That's not true, I don't believe it. Don't lie to yourself, you think you can continue to deceive yourself playing fool like that. Don't tell me crazy things. Give me some elephants! Morty! I beg to ask the question of what you are doing. Thought it was just straps and nipples. She's got like a blue and gold top. I mean, it's pretty revealing, but did I use the psych bomb on this guy already? Oh, buddy. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and hope that this just kills him. Because if not, he is gonna hit me really hard as long as he doesn't use magic. And I'm at 1 life, so... I love humans. I adore Dart, Shanna, and the other. I adore Dart and the other. Let's change it to that. This is real. Get out of my sight. I love humans. So yeah, that was not really a challenge for her, let's be real. Yeah, I adore Dart, Redacted, and the others. Dart and the 5 other friends that are definitely on my team. It's a real shame we don't have like a light element person on our team. Like a healer. If we had like a girl healer. I don't know why I went backwards, now that I'm thinking about it. Is she not human? Maru's a wingly. She's got them light wings. See you later, Chris. It was nice to see ya. Oh yeah, Maru's almost dead. Right. Whoops. Can we not with this? I was trying to kill that guy quickly so that he didn't start to inflict statuses on me. That's a good point, Cheville. Why did Dart go first? Oh god, why are these guys so strong? I guess we are on the moon. Like, this is an actual moon encounter, and not, like, some other place in the game being represented on the moon. So... these are actually appropriately leveled enemies. Yeah, I didn't change up Maru's gear. Maybe Dart just got like a really good roll? Because I believe initiative is a range. Maybe he rolled high and she rolled low. Yeah, no, she isn't a human. She's a wingly, which is humans, according to the lore of this game. Humans are the 105th species, and winglies are the 106th. They came from completely separate fruit of the divine tree. So they're completely different things. And just like that, you know, you go from this lovely castle-like fantasy place to like TV static. It's just the most jarring thing, which I kind of like because, you know, you're inside the moon and it almost borders on like this uncanny, almost eldritch kind of dissonance between what you expected and what is. It's just, it's creepy, and I like that, you know? I don't know what that item is. I don't need it. Yeah, it's almost like the tree was like, I'm gonna make humans. And then the tree was like, but wait. Okay, I've already made those. Forget about those. But what if we made them again? But this time they had wings. Like, that was just the most exciting concept ever. But there was no take-backsies and the humans already existed, so like, whoopsie, guess we'll just do it on the next one. Maru went first that time, so guess her speed is still high. Yeah, I mean, that's very true. Drew makes a good point that, you know, even Kongol on our team is also a different species, even though he also is a humanoid that looks basically just like us, but big, right? He was fruit number... I don't remember. 97 or something? And we just walked past some Menintos when we were chasing Claire. They were the short people. Like me. Okay, well, Maru's dead. That's fine. Actually, I was gonna say she'll probably dodge. Because she has the cask. That's interesting, because you don't really get basically any discussion of, like, what was species number 1, right? Like, what was the first fruit? All of that early stuff. I mean, we get Rose's commentary about the pseudo-dragons and how they don't exist anymore because they went extinct. And how she misses them. All of the fruits ranked by taste. Oh no. Today we're doing a tier list. Divine tree fruits. Let's see what ends up in S rank. What fruit were the dragons? They were 103? I don't remember. Okay, I don't think I get a heal. So... that kind of sucks, because I don't have that many heals. Okay, you know what? Don't hate me for this. I'm just gonna be in a battle and guard up to healed. Because I don't want to use my healing items. I couldn't remember if it was the 103rd or 105th. I knew they weren't in the 90s. That was what I remembered. Yeah, Nier for sure comes to mind in that, like, environment back there. That's a very kind of Nier situation. Yeah, no, I just made a mistake. That wasn't humans. I was wrong that humans were that one. I don't remember what order humans were. Or what number they were. It's been a while since I listened to the bishop. Can we not do this, though? I mean, Maru's gonna dodge, I'm sure, and it'll be fine, but... Also, hi Twiz. Nice to see ya. How you doing? I mean, I'm really sad that we're finishing it today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, straight up, if they just put a remake in my lap tomorrow, you are not wrong. That would be the first thing that we're playing on stream. You are not wrong. What I like most about Legend of Dragoon, despite the constant input from people that the translation is bad, I find the translation very charming. It's not good, but I find it charming. The additions just make this game so strong, though. Like, the additions are some of the best stuff in this game. Really, really cool idea. My husband hated them. He really did not like the additions. But I love them and I always have. Morty, what have you done once again with your camera, my guy? Yeah, so we've got 3 bosses to go through. I don't think they're going to be that hard, but I don't want to use my healing items before the boss if I don't have to, you know? Yeah, Shanna's definitely my favorite part. She's the whole reason I play the game. Has nothing to do with why Disc 3 might be my favorite, because then she gets replaced. That's right. Might need the items after the final boss. I can't use them now. Okay, everybody's... Dart's not maxed, but I kinda don't care. It's possible that Maru was gonna have the chance to go after him, because she's got the speed boots. But we'll just finish the fight. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I've heard that... Oh yeah, Maru did get to go. I've heard that the PC version is like really nice with the updated graphics and all that stuff. Because every now and then I see like footage of Legend of Dragoon and I'm like, why does that look so nice? And it's because they were playing with that. Alright. Here we go. Now we can actually finish the game. Everybody should already have everything that I want them to have. As far as items, armor, additions. Everybody's been using their ultimate edition for quite a while, so... I love this chunky Superboy. He's just the weirdest man. And like we've talked about on stream before, like, if we had a remake, I would want to see a removal of the item limit. Like, 32 is way too low. Or if you're going to keep it, at least let us... What do I want to attack here? I'm gonna attack the body, I think. At least let us see what's in chests without having to throw something away. If you want to keep the 32 item limit. But it's always tough because, like I said, I'm kind of a fan of the translation. Even though it's kind of wonky. So if we got a remake, like a true remake, I would almost hate to see it go, you know? As low as 1. Well, I guess if you want to do a challenge run, huh? Oh, something died. I guess it was his arm, probably. Yeah. damage isn't quite as high as I would have expected from Albert. Ouchie. Does this hit Maru at all? Yeah, not for much. Get hired as the editor and then just make it what it already is. Whoops. Because we gotta keep that line from the ghost ship, where Dart's like really angry and he's like, "It's impossible to fully die." Like, what are you on about, man? What are you talking about, dude? Aw, I messed up. I truly do not care. This does not hurt. I really, really wanted to get that because I want her to have every addition that she can before the final boss. I want all those little damage percentages. I could grind this out and get everybody, you know, all the way up so they had max damage for the final boss, but I don't care. It's fine. I would literally edit the remake for free though. Like straight up. I often will do editing and writing for games if it's something that I'm excited about. Like I'll do it for free. Or for like much lower than it should be. Just for fun. And I would absolutely do that. Could I start using all of my items? Sure. Will I? I alleged that I was saving all of these items for... You know what? Let's use an item. I can do it. I can get myself to do it. This boss and final boss are both non-element. It doesn't matter. Gravity Grabber doesn't require me to mash, so... Yes, Albert has had a couple turns. I keep messing them up because I'm a goob. But he has had some turns. This is like the only attack that he gets to do because I broke his arm. Otherwise he would be clawing me. There we go. Oh, he did something different. I didn't like that one as much, buddy. That did more damage. Don't do that. God, it is so nice to be fighting an enemy that doesn't counterattack her on the second hit every time. She's getting there with the damage. Obviously, I don't have really much of a scope of reference of how much she's going to be doing to Melbu. I could build her to just absolutely throw out damage, but I like her having the cask. In certain phases, Melbu also does a lot of magic damage, so that will help her to keep the cask. Bye! Almost level 40. Yeah, that you don't have to be that high at this point. Was the super barrage we just defeated in reality Shanna? Dart, Sorry. Like, why would that Virage have been Shanna? Zeeg is trying to put Shanna into the moon that never sets to make the Virage embryo. It's not just gonna be this random Virage that you just encounter in a hallway, my dude. I'm also allergic to how oblivious Dart is. Exactly. Imagine being the guy that sees this horrifying monstrosity in a hallway, and you're like, oh my god, is that my girlfriend? I don't want that. Why would I want that? It is my firm belief that the only reason that Dart has survived this adventure is a combination of him misogynistically bullying the women in his team into making him sandwiches so that he doesn't starve, and eating old decrepit jerky that Lavitz took from his mom from disc 1 that he still has in his back pocket. Also, this is my dad. He's here now. This is the second time that Dart has had his Dragoon spirit stolen. Almost like we should super glue it to his hand. Rose just being like, is that Shanna? Is that Shanna? Dart wouldn't even get that it was a joke. He would panic every time. I really, really like Zeeg's, I think it's Final Burst is particularly cool. I guess I don't know why I cared so much about, leveling up, or healing before these fights, because I'm gonna get a bunch of chances to heal during the first phase of Nobu. Like, this is the OG Fireman. I don't really think that Dart should stand a chance here. Oh, what happened, buddy? Did I buy the armor so you couldn't hurt me? Darn, is this my father's power? 0 damage? I think we're screwed, guys. Yes, please. Keep hitting Dart with fire. This, sadly, I think is physical, so it will probably still hurt. Maru gets to go so often, although, again, he's attacking so much with magic. Do I care? Was that Dart again? Did you definitely learned your lesson from last time, huh? It's really weird, the whole explosion thing, because that would obviously make a ton of sense. He never casts his dragon either, does he? I don't remember. Maybe he casts his dragon. Boy, I would love to do one of those. It's not truly that difficult. It's just... Oh, look, a second hit counterattack. Love those. See, her damage is really starting to scale up, which is, you know, obviously what we wanted. Shavio, you will live with the consequences. Oh, that actually hit. You must have really high magic hit rate. Pretty rare for her to get hit with magic. Her evasion is real high. Oh, he does cast his dragon. Now I can think about literally anything else, think. I'm glad that you were able to purge your brain. Okay, well we know Dart's living through this. Might hurt Al pretty well. I think that Maru will probably dodge. Hey, that was exactly what happened. So he does cast his dragon. Also, his sword is badass. I wish that when we got different swords... Oh, you're targeting Dart. This big brain time over here. I wish that it was like Final Fantasy VII, where like when you got new weapons, you could actually see that you got new weapons on your character. You know what I mean? Whoops. See, I love him. He's my favorite character, and for some reason I've just fallen off of the Albert train today. Which is sad because he's a massive damage dealer if I could just do it. Hey, is it Dart? It's Dart. This fire armor was the best investment of my life. Best 800 gold I ever spent. Well, Cheville, I think you've solved the mystery. We can't take away Dart's inflatable sword that he got from the carnival. So... Otherwise, he would realize that he's not actually a warrior. He's, you know, we have to maintain the illusion that he's helping. So we can't take away his inflatable balloon sword. Aw, Zeeg, what happened? Are you dead? Get him to wield a candy cane. So we could give him an inflatable balloon to complete the illusion. When Dart puts his inflatable balloon sword back in its scabbard and starts walking, it just makes that horrible balloony squeaky noise with every step he takes, and you're not sure whether it's his sword or his squeaky light-up shoes. But hey, in the PC thing, you can take Dart out of the party, right? Pretty sure that's a thing. So for the people who actually care about the story, because I've played this game more than once on this stream, and we covered the story the first time, but this is Melbu Frama. He was the original Wingly dictator 11,000 years ago. He possessed Zeeg's body when Zeeg killed him, and he's been hiding out there ever since, waiting for this moment when, instead of joining Shanna with the moon that never sets and making the god of destruction, he's gonna like usurp that process and absorb all of its power and stuff, and aha, he'll be super powerful. Every JRPG has to end with fighting God, so he has to become God, right? So instead of allowing it to take Shanna, he's gonna take Shanna's place. Yay, we get Shanna back. See you later, Shaville. I may or may not be done with Melbu by the time you get back. I really like his design, though. I think it's cool. I have no idea what in the hell is happening during this fight with like all the different generations and he keeps changing forms and stuff. It's all really cool, but I'm not sure what they were trying to say with it. But it's still one of my favorite fights in the game. So Lloyd's here with the Dragon Buster. Is super cool. He didn't die, turns out, at the end of Disc 3. But Lloyd, that's the Dragon Buster, and this is a Wingly Man. You're a little confused. I love that he still uses his same attacks. Like, these are the attacks that he had against us, too. And it's the same thing when you fight, Lavitz, when you fight Zackwell. He uses his regular additions that you had when you were him. So I really like how they do that throughout the game. Yeah, that's what I assumed it was. It was kind of like chronicling the world's history in a vague way. And like at some point there was like a giant flood or something. And you go through like this age of water, which is one of the phases that you fight of Melbu when he's in like water world or whatever. And then he's like a spaceman, and then he's like a mushroom guy. It's really something. I like it a lot. It definitely has this very like religious almost overtone. Hey, we're the Divine Dragoon now. We're decidedly less cool looking. Alright, I'm gonna save just in case we die, but it's fine. Is there anything that I want to do? I don't really think so. We can talk to everybody. And like actually listen to what they're saying. For once. I was gonna give you a little tour. Remember she said that when we first met her. But I ended up coming all the way here. But I was right. I was right in following Dart. Because remember, in Japanese, you don't say you, you say the person's name, so that's why it sounds weird. I realized it. In this world, there are lots of people living with lots of thoughts, so there are lots of fights. But there's happiness and joy as well. This is such an awesome world, I won't let him destroy it. I'm totally ready to go. Hi, Shanna. You can stay on the floor. It's fine. Dart, you look just like me when I was young. Did you notice? And he's just like, yup. I didn't understand my daughter's pain at all. That's why I dragged it around until now. Shanna is the chosen girl, as the soul to destroy the world. When she discovered it, nobody but Shanna suffered as much. When Shanna comes around, I don't know where we will be. But I know one thing. You're the only one who can ease Shanna's pain. But it won't be realized unless we stop the Wingly who wants to be a god. I think he already is a god, sorry. Now let's finish it up. I'll pound my secret art into his fat belly. Emperor Dole would often say, to make a world where all species are equal, a strong leader is needed. But Kongol knows anybody can make a world where all species are equal. Even you are not Dragoon. Good translation. Gigantos, humans, Menintos, Winglies, anybody. Anybody having the feeling can do. But Kongol found out anybody can destroy the world too. Gigantos, humans, Winglies, gods, anybody. Kongol found out one more thing. We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. Kongol, hero of Gigantos, doesn't fear God. We can stop him. Dragoons can save the world. Buddy, you have not used your Dragoon spirit once, my guy. When When I decided to go with you, Queen Teresa told me to learn the meaning of the fate that Soa gave us. This is what I think. Fate belongs to those who are living. We can destroy the fate that somebody else made up. And this is the moment. Let's do it. Stop him for all living creatures and their fate. Sorry, Nightbot gotcha. I just have it auto set to not allow links from non-subs. You didn't post the link? Oh, well, Nightbot's just on his own little track then. We've been together since the moon gem was taken and Lavitz passed away. We fought, laughed, cried, and walked together all the way here. But we have to end the walk here. For the sake of the goal that led us here. Thanks for hanging out, Drew. Appreciate you. Have a good day. And for the sake of all living creatures, now let's go. Hi, Rose. Are you ready? Yes, anytime. Alright, let's go. It's our last battle. We're gonna finish the game. I'm so sad. Imagine if I chose the wrong party at this point. I have acquired all, the immortality and the ultimate power. I am the god who purifies the world, under the fate determined by Soa. I was saying it before he even started to say it. Death to those who rebel against fate, death to all life, and may your death bless the new world to which I shall descend. We won't let you. We are the Dragoons. We are ready to fight against fate. Let's go. We have just left Shanna, like, on the ground back there. We're not gonna worry about it. It's fine. So there's a couple ways that we could approach this. We could just straight up bomb him with a Psych Bomb, which would likely kill his tentacles for a little while. I don't think he can block if he doesn't have the tentacles, but he's also not going to block for a while anyway, so I might as well get a couple hits in first. I know that I'm not fully healed. Obviously, we took damage from Daddy-O, but although, speaking of which, Al's actually kind of hurt, and this is about to hurt him more. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, it healed me! That's kind. He's fairly physical resistant, I feel. Al would usually do more than that. What happened to my captions? There we go. I guess they just decided to quit after a while. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You know what? The faster we get through this phase, the faster we move on to the next phase. So we'll just do damage to him. If his tentacles die, that's also great. The last time I ever get to use this, I'm gonna make it count. Yeah, 226. Bye! Okay, I just had a wild idea. It would only be possible with like a mod. But how about this for a challenge run for Legend of Dragoon? You have a mod where you have all the additions like unlocked from the beginning. Ouchie. You have to... Really, he can still block without his things? Well... I mean, he's blocking, right? Yes. Fine, fine, fine. So you have all the additions unlocked from the beginning. You have to get through the game without failing anybody's ultimate edition the entire time. That would be a catastrophic challenge run. Because I'm good at additions, and look at me. I've missed 3 in a row. Granted, if I would just shut up, I would get them, but you know, still. Owie! Don't hurt my man like that. So I'm hoping that his resistance has changed throughout the fight. Because if that's the case, and he's fairly physical resistant now, I'm hoping that he's vulnerable to magic. And I might just use this opportunity to blow a lot of my items. I don't like this attack, it hurts. Maru is knocked down, but it didn't do anything. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad that he's blocking. Maru hasn't taken any damage. So of course it's her turn 50 times. But nobody's doing anything. This is a fine opportunity to heal without having to use healing items. Pretty sure that you can't item attack him during this either, but I don't remember. I also don't remember if he will eventually drop his guard. I think he will eventually drop his guard. Even if you don't attack him. Yeah, there he goes. Cool, cool. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. What do I want? Maru, you're going twice as fast. She's gonna get like 30 turns. And we're about to just blast through a ton of items. Because don't let Cheville hear me saying this, I don't need these items anymore. So, every item that I have, almost, we are using right now. That's fine. I want to use some of these ones instead. Because he does have another phase later where he does have ads, and it would be nice to keep a couple items to be able to attack all of them at once. Because I don't really want to be a Dragoon. I mean, I'm going to be for some of it. And in fact, I can't control that dart changes at the end. I'll just do it automatically, but... And there's no sense in, like, maintaining the MP. Just use it, you know? I want my inventory to be almost empty by the time this fight is over. These are not doing good damage. Are we moving on? Yeah, next phase. This is the phase where he can steal people. More items from Maru, because I want to see if it's any different now. Not really. Alright, well. That's fine. This background is really hard to do additions against. There's like so many moving pieces, and depending on the angle you get, it's like fully blocked out by that light in the background. Dragoon, honestly. We've got the rest of the fight to build up some more, so... Yep. It'll be Dart. He hasn't done enough damage to us for me to worry that all 5 of us are Dragoons at the same time. Or all 3 of us are Dragoons for 5 turns at the same time. He gets to be the special one now. He got the Divine Dragon. I don't know if you noticed because we were talking and mashing, but he got the Divine Dragoon Spirit from Lloyd, who's been carrying it since the Divine Dragon. I love this background, though. Might as well exhaust our MP, right? I don't actually think this does too much damage. Like, it's pretty good, if I recall, but it's not like super amazing. It looks cool, though. Whoa! Okay, that was better than I expected. Nice. Love Gaspus, one of my favorite attacks. Didn't finish this game. It's long. To be fair, it's long. It's long. The translation is... It just holds a very special place in my heart. Al, I expected better from you. To be honest. Yeah, the background changed, so we're sucking somebody. It's gonna be Dart. Hey, it's Maru, the best case scenario. I'll take that. I don't remember if we kill our friend inside by attacking him, but I'm not just gonna stand around and not attack him. Just because Maru's in there, she can deal with it. Plus, I don't really have a choice since we're Dragoons. Like, I can't just pass my turn as a Dragoon. Did not expect this to be this powerful. It's not usually this powerful. So, much as I hate to say it, good job, Dart. Less now, but that's okay. Oh, you think you have your own Divine Dragon Cannon? I don't even care. I care 10%. Al's getting a little bit hurt. Al, I don't think that Maru gets hurt, but by the same token, you don't have to repeatedly stab her directly in the face. You could try to miss. Dart gets these attacks for free. Hey, 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 hey! He invalidated my goo! I don't get these attacks for free anymore. He invalidated my special realm that I created. Presumably because he captured somebody and like you need all 3 people to have the special place. Oh well. At least when Maru comes out, she'll be a Dragoon for 5 turns still. Because her turns aren't decaying for as long as she's captured. I dislike how well Dart is doing. Give me Maru back, yeah. I don't know why he's so strong right now. Don't necessarily want to sit through Blue Sea Dragon, but let's go. This gives me time to find Morty, because he wandered away. Where'd you go? Oh, there he is. Hi, Mort. Okay, not bad. As much as that took forever. That was pretty good damage because we're moving into the next phase, which is phase 3. Despite the fact that it only says the 2nd generation. The generations are the history of mankind. They have nothing to do with what phase we're in. Why is this game so good? I love this game. I strongly have to resist the temptation to just start again once we're done here. I've played this full game through on my channel twice. I can't play it a 3rd time. Need to control myself. I'll play it next when there's a remake or something. I convinced myself to play it through again this time because now there's trophies, since they released it on the PlayStation Store, so I'm getting the platinum once we're done with this fight, but... sadly, I think we have to choose something else afterwards. I love Space Melbu, which is this phase. It's very cool, somehow. I don't know what this thing is, so he's like a little sideways Monchi boy, but I love him. Oh, he's yellow already. We're playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now. We hadn't played Remake until like last month. And then we just kind of marathoned through all of it. And so having played, you know, Legend of Dragoon and Rebirth, like, next to each other, I'm still just having, like, a lot more fun with Legend of Dragoon. It was, like, exactly what I want, you know? Not to say that Rebirth isn't good, because it is, but... there's just something about this game that just tickles me right in the joy. You know? Yeah, he's kind of like a living spaceship made out of rocks, and he can like change the seasons or like the time of day, I guess. And he makes little star dudes that explode. He's just a real cool little boss design. I am so glad that he's not, I was gonna say, not attacking Albert, but he's attacking Albert now. His owl is actually kind of hurt. I guess I could just have Maru heal, and in fact I should, assuming the owl just doesn't die here. Yeah, right in the serotonin. It makes me happy. Oh, that was nothing. Dart for some reason got hit. Oh, because he's not a Dragoon, I guess. Oh, she just barely has enough, but good enough for me. And I do think that, like, a really big part of it is, like, I spent so much time in my childhood playing this game. Because this game came out in, what, 99 or 2000? I think. So I was young enough to still be, like, really impressionable with games, but old enough to play this game as opposed to something like, you know, Spyro. Which, hey, don't get me wrong, I love Spyro, still play Spyro, but so it was like, it was right at the right time for me. And this was my first ever RPG. So, like, just having my world expanded like that, like, look at this huge story, and, you know, it just goes on forever. There's a big nostalgia factor for me in it. There's his little star bombs. But hey, now Dart is a human, so let's attack everything with all of these items that I've been hoarding for the entire game, refusing to use because I'm stubborn. Dart's magic attack is definitely the kind to actually make a difference here, for sure. Ow. You know what? Sure. Sure. Attack them all. Not like you're doing anything else with your MP. You know, team, I'm not super impressed with these numbers. These are rookie numbers. Yeah, I think it was 2000. I think it was like 99 for Japan, and then 2000 for the American release. Well, I was hoping to get these guys before they all just exploded, but whatever. Oh, all of them. Cool. You let me down, team. You let me down. Well, I'm not even gonna worry about the other one now. I thought Albert died. His clone had absolutely nothing happen to him, for sure, in an earlier disc. Albert was our replacement. He hasn't changed the time of day, which is weird to me. He likes to do that, like, a lot. There we go. Whoa. Camera, can you not? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at my lizard, and he is really not letting me. Nanners is also making some kind of noises, I don't know. There are lizards everywhere, making all kinds of noises. Gladios seems to have become a bit quieter, so I'm wondering if he tired himself out trying to dig his little nest. So changing the time of day changes what a taxi does. Whoops. These ones are worse, I think. Ooh, it missed. Beautiful. I'd like to move into the final phase before I heal, but we might be forced to before then. Depends. Alright, well. Again, I eat my words. Pretty sure we have quite a long little cinematic here. I say quite long as in probably like 45 seconds. Of a couple generations. There's like the fish one, which is this one, and then there's like the human one where they're all very upset and sad. What is my mother saying? Why would you send a text like this? My mom just sent me a text saying, "Wonder if I can ask a favor. ... Ask the favor. What do you want?" I would normally be so grumpy about that, except that we've had this discussion before. Where when you have a question, you just ask the question. But hey, I'm not going to complain too much. I haven't heard from her in a while, so... She's been good. Ooh. Well, that text would get ignored. Thank you for making me feel like that is a normal response. Somebody submitted a bad ending for Last Guardian. Also, welcome back, Chevelle. Nice to see you. Somebody's running my game. I'm so excited. Don't ask to ask. I might have to check that out because that's one of my greatest pet peeves. Pretty sure my mom specifically does it because it's a way to coerce an additional response out of me. And that's what she wants because she's manipulative that way. But... Oh god, Dart. Why did you take so much damage? I guess it was ice. So... It's alright, we can take one more of those. Before Dart has to worry about dying. Maru goes so often she'll be able to heal if something goes wrong. We just moved him into the red. But yeah, especially just like the phrasing, like, wonder if I can ask a favor. Well, I don't know, can you? Same as like the teachers in school who are like, may I or can I? You know? I don't know, can you? Nohello.net. When you get the hello and then silence, which is definitely another thing that she does. She got angry about that last time because she would send me a hello every day. And number one, she knows that I hate small talk. And number two, you know, like, maybe I'm working, or maybe, like, just because you have my contact information doesn't mean I'm obligated to respond to you whenever you talk to me, right? And she would get really upset that I didn't respond to her hellos. That's true, villain. Ouchie! Oh god! Okay. Okay. It's happening. I don't... How did I come into this fight with no angel's prayers? Okay, well, sorry Maru, you're not participating for the rest of time. That was an oversight. My bad. Oh, now I feel bad that she's not gonna get to see the end of the fight. Oh, I don't like this either. I'm glad that I healed first. We're gonna end up confused. Yeah. Oh, hey, I mean, guarding is not the worst action you could have taken, Dart, with your confusion. That, on the other hand, ow, don't do that again. See, look at Dart. Paragon of stupidity over here. Bro, could you let us break out of this? Albert. Dart. Oh my god, stop. It's all unraveling. Help me. Albert is getting the shit kicked out of him by himself. Dart's gonna be the only one left at the end of this fight. Which is really sad because I love Albert's additions. Oof. Somebody break out. Okay, okay, okay. Dart. Oh, Albert has 252 life. Okay, he's back on his feet. No, don't confuse me again. Don't get me stuck in this loop. Al should... Dart, I swear to God. Al should break out soon. I don't think that it re-ups it. Okay, her answer was... How much damage did that do to me? I didn't even see. I swear to God, stop confusing me. She said, if I sent you pictures of phone numbers I wrote down that I need, could you type them up pretty and put them in alphabetical order? What? I guess... What? So... Basically what I would be doing is transcribing what she's written down into an Excel spreadsheet and then hitting order A to Z. Because also, her job... Oh, thank God that did 0 to Albert because it was wind damage. I haven't had an action for like a year. Oh my God. Do not confuse us again. Okay, he's doing something else. Jeez. Yeah, so the other thing is she works at a bank as a call center person, but she works at home. So she'll take like your phone calls if you have questions and stuff from home. So I used to work in a call center as well. Just sit and do that in between calls. You know? Okay, we're free from this cyclical torment. Maybe we can just finish the fight now. Yeah, and I don't know how many phone numbers we're talking, and you know that she's gonna send it to me, like, a picture of a napkin from, like, across the room. This is gonna hurt a lot, by the way. This is a really strong attack. I think, in fact, it might take me to 1. Okay, it doesn't have that rule right now. No, 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 no! I have never in my life seen him just spam this attack. Like, you do get confused when this attack happens. God, and we're doing this attack again? This is so powerful! Not the bees! Yeah, well now Dart's almost dead. I wonder why. Oh no, he is dead. Cool. Well, are we seriously gonna lose to this boss? I have been absolutely kicking his ass this entire time. Thanks, villain. Oh, thank you, Albert. Thank God. He just guarded, so at least he recovered some and he'll take less on the next attack. Oh, well, not an attack against himself, though. That doesn't count. He's still standing. Okay, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is my last heal. Nobuframa is almost dead, and he's been almost dead for like an hour. Do not confuse me again. Yes, do the wind attack that does 0 damage because Albert has wind armor. Oh, God. Never in my life did I think that this fight was actually going to be a fight. And it's only a fight because 90% of the time I'm not controlling my characters. Because they're confused. Do not. Okay. He was thinking about it. You know it. Like, this is the final phase. I only need to hit him a couple more times. And then Dart's gonna wake up from the dead to shoot him in the face. I'm so happy that does 0 damage. I really regret using the speed thing on Maru earlier. Obviously, I had no way to know that this was going to happen. But I would love to give speed up to Albert right now, so that he doesn't get whacked with like 3 turns to every one of his. Yes, there are dead bodies getting jerked around in a tornado. Yes. I don't trust this man. I don't trust this man. And I want to guard because I'm afraid he's going to confuse me. I might guard for a while. He can't confuse me after I've guarded. I might just let him get it out of his system, you know what I mean? Because he's going to do it. You know he's going to do it. Also, this is going to hurt, so... I mean, it didn't hurt that bad, but... Try to confuse me now. I always think that that symbol looks like Hades from Hercules. Oh, it's wind. You love to see it. It doesn't do anything anyway. If Al gets confused again, we need him to be at basically max life, or he is not gonna survive. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust that after he just spammed that confusion move like 5 times in a row, that he's just done with it. In every other playthrough, he's basically never done it, so... I'm just gonna ask, how many do you have for these phone numbers? Let's see what she's going on about. Don't confuse me, bro. I took a chance. Don't do it. Okay, wind. Love to see it. Moxie? Moxie? What are you doing? You got something in your mouth that you shouldn't? Dog. Hi. Where's your duck? Where's your duck? That'll get her to do something else. Moxie is the dog. Named after Mad Moxie from Borderlands. Why do they have a duck and I don't? Oh, this is gonna hurt. Don't confuse me after this. Guess it's moot now. Aw, type it anyway. Yeah, the nice thing, Moxie is fairly smart for a dog. So when she's like super into doing something that she shouldn't be, don't do it. Okay. One of the tricks that she knows is how to find whatever, you know, toy I'm asking for. We've spent a lot of time teaching her the names of her toys. And all you have to do is ask her to go find one of them. And suddenly that just like, I guarded. Suck it, bro. All you have to do is ask her to find one of her toys. And that like occupies her entire mental capacity, right? So it's being a smartass and saying who Moxie is in the game. She loves that duck though. Duck is probably her favorite toy. I'm trying to play so careful. I don't want to do this entire boss fight again. I can't believe I came into this with no angel's prayers. I don't want to walk all the way back. Like, he's almost dead. I cannot express enough how almost dead he is. Tonberry. Did Nanners knock you out of your spot? But I really need to focus because I need every one of those additions to hit for full damage. Don't. I mean, this hurts. It's not that bad. Like 800 or something. But he's gonna get 2 turns, I think, which I would rather the second one be that tail claw grab thing. Unfortunately, dead is a pretty binary state of being. Yeah. Oh, this is like a night raid. Like, every time Alfred gets hurt, he needs to heal, because he needs to potentially survive multiple attacks in a row when he's confused, including hitting himself, which does like 1/5 of his damage, or his life, every time he does it. Okay, okay. Throw the confuse my way, bruh. Yeah. I've blocked. I'm fine. This hurts, but he just confused, so I'm gonna attack. Alright, we keep landing those additions. Dart, get up! No, 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 no! Alright, we have to survive. Ow, just don't attack yourself like 30 times. Please. No! Al, I swear to God. Yes, wind attack. That does nothing. This is not a hard boss. I must clarify, this is not a hard boss. I have never in my life seen him try to confuse people this much. There have been entire boss fights with him where he's not done it a single time. Oh, thank God. That was guard. Yeah. Get it out of your system, my guy. Stop doing it. Do you have PP for this move? Are you almost out? My husband has now also seen the message from Mom and just texted me in his exasperation. Heal. Okay. You know, running, that was also fine. Tail grab, fine. We're gonna be okay. Probably, unless he tries to confuse again right now. Heal. Okay. Ugh. This guy was supposed to be dead like 25 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't typically maintain a chat conversation that's just between me and Mom. It's kind of a form of accountability for her that we have forced on her. Where she has to, anything that she wants to say to me, she has to also say to my husband. So when that message came through, yeah, it's just a group chat. She made a passive-aggressive comment. Oh, he's still doing it. Because I blocked her on Facebook after. I didn't realize. I only use Facebook to be, like, in reptile groups and stuff. Participating with, like, species-specific reptile groups. And I didn't realize that even if I had blocked my mom, like... I knew I shouldn't have been talking. I needed to focus. Get up, Dirt. He didn't. On Facebook, when you like make a status, you can choose like visible to everybody except, and I had always had her and Dad marked as except them. And I didn't realize that if you posted in a public group, like those reptile groups, that didn't still apply, so she could see what I was posting in public groups. I didn't like that. Not like I'm posting anything incriminating, but I didn't like that. Because I should be able to control what she sees and what she doesn't. So I just blocked her outright on Facebook. And that meant also not getting messenger messages from her anymore. Now she has to text me using my phone number if she wants to contact me. And she sent me... I'm just gonna do it. Alright, I messed that one up, but that one wasn't because I wasn't trying. Gooby, hello! It's Goobin Hours! Welcome, welcome! I have a Gooby the Lizard right across the room from me. But she sent me some Christmas item that she wanted. I have to heal, I'm sorry. This is taking forever. She sent me some Christmas items she wanted from some Facebook group that I wasn't a part of. And I couldn't see it, so I was like, oh, you know, I can't see it, what is it? And she's like, well, it's probably because you have me blocked on Facebook. And I was like, no, it's because I'm not a part of the group that you're a part of. But go ahead and be angry at whatever you like. Wait, Gooby the lizard, yes, her name is Goodberry. Gooby for short. Because all of our prehensile-tailed skinks have names that end in berry. And we try to keep some video game things going on. Goodberry is from, I mean, it's from D&D, but most recently Baldur's Gate 3, it's a spell where you create some healing berries. Not good enough to be competitive passive aggressivity. Yeah. Okay, we're almost fully healed again. Throw me another confuse. Nah, he won't. I wish I had my psych bomb. I used it at the beginning of the fight because I was like, yeah, it's good to get the fight going. And I was a fool, apparently. My entire team just like tag teamed themselves to death in confusion. And now poor Albert is just fighting God by himself. We're almost there. I promise we're almost there. Oh god. I'm gonna, if I die, Alright, we got the full edition. Die! Dart! Get up! From the ground! Please! And immediately we follow up with this powerful attack. As long as it's not confusion afterwards, we get another go-around here. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh. Not the bees! Alright, I get another turn. If I... We just guarded in time. Oh, we were gonna get wrecked. If I use a magic shield, does that stop me from getting confused? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna throw up a magic shield that gives me 3 turns of invincibility against, well, three... I don't exactly remember how it works. I think it's 3 turns of magic invincibility. And I'm just gonna go ham on him, I think, is what's gonna happen here. And that might get me killed. Okay, it nullifies magic attacks, not 3 turns. And we're gonna hope that that confusion is a magic attack. Because I gotta go, you know? Like, I gotta actually do some damage or we're gonna be in this fight all day. I'm doing like 800 damage every 10 minutes. I mean, this is, I would hope, a physical attack, so... Yeah. Just fine. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go! Okay. Well, this kind of sucks. Like, this wasn't gonna do damage to me anyway, but this is gonna use 1 tick of my shield. Hey, it does 0, but for a different reason. Let me take my turn! Oh, we need to hit that max. Oh, I think we got him. I think we got him. Oh, thank God, Dart's standing up. We win! We beat the game. That should not have been that hard. Mobu is like the easiest final boss of a JRPG since the beginning of time. Ah. Albert, you MVP. You ready for some bad voice acting? Because it's coming. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you can really savor it. I mean, it's not yet. Dart just automatically always does his Divine Dragon Cannon, which is why I used all his MP, because he doesn't need to have MP in order to do this. Rest in peace, Mushroom Man! I love his little grabby claw. One of my favorite boss designs, to be honest. He's a weirdo, but I love him. Hey, do we just get the plat, like, right now? Seems not. Maybe we'll get it after the credits. Because I didn't miss anything. Right? I checked before we went to the point of no return, so... What you get for just leaving your girlfriend on the ground while you go fight God. Gotta go pick her up from the flames later.
I kept you waiting so long. I'm sorry.
Don't worry if you can't hear them, neither can anybody else. The audio balancing is weird.
What? Dare you? Inferior humans cannot outshine me, a god. Rose, the time has come. This is the end of our long journey.
Zieg,
Could you come with me?
yes. I will never leave you again.
I can't help it. He's like, will you stay with me? And just her very, like, completely unemotional, yes, afterwards. And like right there, Shanna's getting electrocuted. And she just goes, ah. I love it. It's so endearing.
Dart, you have grown up. Father? I couldn't do anything for you as a father. Please forgive me.
I'm gonna give more to Blueberry.
We finally met. This isn't fair.
Dart, I'm so glad I met you.
Rose! Father! Go, Dart.
My role has ended. Blaze the way to the future by yourselves.
This is your age to live. It's Shauna. What are you talking about? We can all live together.
We were never meant to exist in this age.
It's all like so dissonant. So dissonant, so like weirdly balanced. The music in this game is already such an oddity, and like to have that with the voice acting and everything, this is just such a wild scene. Pretty to look at though. Thanks, Gooby.
Farewell, Dart. And thank you.
See you later, left hands. Appreciate you. Yeah, I most definitely know what's happening, right? We defeated God. We're escaping from an exploding moon. with our girlfriend. One of our party members was like, "Go on without me." That's the gist of it. The look on Shanna's face when she looks at Dart
Rose!
is just like, oh, here comes the mental breakdown. So Rose from our party and Dart's dad, Zieg, were the two who chose to stay behind. Partially because technically they like wanted to make sure that Melbu wasn't gonna escape, and partially also because they've been alive for 11,000 years and they like just wanted to die by this point. So they stayed behind and got exploded. This song literally made me cry the first time that I beat this game because I love these characters so much. So there's Martel with her daughter who's not sick anymore. Hashel is teaching Kongol how to do martial arts. So that's like where he's taking his life now instead of serving Emperor Dole, the bad guy. They're like establishing a new wholesome life over here. This is Charles Frama, Melbu Frama's sister, feeding these creepy plants, and everybody's very happy. You did, Sokasa. Thanks for the treat. I will actually give it to Gladio. He's been working very hard all day to make a nest. Here's Miranda. Wink is recovering from her slashy injury. She's gone back to be presumably a better sacred sister of this country, now having the experiences that she had. And you'll notice that the bird flying around is the same color palette as Rose was, so we're supposed to interpret this being like, this is Rose checking up on all of her friends from the afterlife, right? This is Nello, who you probably don't remember. He wanted to turn the entire desert green, and the king finally came and was like, well, we're gonna help you with this greenery project, and he's like beside himself excited because they don't want the Barrens to be a desert anymore. This is Lohan. There's Commodore, Pueller, and Kayla. Maru finally convinced her wingly boyfriend Guaraha to leave the forest. So he's the second wingly ever to leave the forest and learn that humans are okay and not be racist anymore. Albert marries Emily because they were sappishly in love from Disc 2. So they make a nice little alliance between the Disc 1 and Disc 2 countries. Do you know when he'll lay eggs if he does? I don't know. He might not lay them at all. He might lay them today. He might lay them, you know, a month from now. It's really hard to tell. He's getting kind of nesty, so we'll see. This is Lavitz's mother's house. All of his stuff is back here because obviously he was killed in battle. But Dart promised him on Disc 1 that when this war was over they would have a drink together. So he poured a drink for him, and they had a drink together at his little shrine in his mom's house. Dart came back to his hometown, which they are rebuilding. If you recall, it was destroyed and on fire. And Shanna's okay. Woo, we're so excited about that. Look at this guy up top. Where is he? There he is, just like slamming his head against that thing. I love him so much. Did Mort get his blueberry? I guess he got it. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, give me platinum. Yay! We've done it. There's the platinum trophy. I have never in my life seen the credits that are currently playing. What is this? Is there like a song here? What is this? He just walked over it. I'm sure he'll get it later. He's just saving it for later. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a very good song. I mean, I want to get to like the post-credits thing because it's kind of cute. Oh yeah, credits straight out of the 90s for sure. Oh yeah, there's the blueberry. I see it on the floor. I'm sure he'll pick it up as he comes back to his house. Because he just had a big one earlier from somebody else, so... But yeah, I guess while this is playing... I'm gonna turn this back down to where it was before. Thanks for hanging out. We're not done yet, but still, you know, thanks for hanging out. I promise that I will not play this game again. I love this game to death, but we've played it on stream twice. Am I sure? No. I promise there will at least be a couple games before we play it again. How about that? It's just... I think everybody has that one, like, comfort thing from their childhood. It might be like a food or like some Disney movie that just makes you feel good every time you're just even engaging with it. And that's what this is for me. And I'm lucky that in my case, it's not a movie. It's like a 40-hour game. Well, it's longer than 40 hours if you're playing it for the first time, but I think we're at like 30-something. So I get to engage with it a lot if I want to. For like 70 channel points. That would be great. Yeah, Wind Waker, Tales of Symphonia. Totoro, I could definitely see being for a lot of people. Lion King for me is like another one that I'm just like always super chill with. Like I can recite the entirety of the Lion King from beginning to end. Because the brain likes what's familiar, right? It finds comfort in the familiar, so. I love Howl's Moving Castle. Husbando doesn't really like it that much. But I love Howl's Moving Castle. Boy, I just truly could not read some of these. That font choice, though. And yeah, it's just generally like... It's not even an RPG thing, because I actually don't really care for RPGs that much. It's just this specific one with these specific characters that I grew up with. Because like I said before, it came out in like 2000, so I was the perfect age where I was just old enough to have the brain power to play an RPG. Because obviously if you're like 5 or 6, RPG is kind of a tall ask, right? But I was still young enough that this was like mind-blowing to me, you know? And it was my first RPG, so the concept of following these characters across 4 discs, like what is that, you know? I mean, Gooby, you're in the wrong place if you want somebody to tell you not to check this game out. Its translation is hot, spicy garbage. I find it endearing, but there are definitely some, you know, people die when they are killed kind of stuff. But the additions system is honestly, I think, one of the best inventions within an RPG that I have ever seen. I think the characters are like really fun. It could just be, you know, that nostalgia factor talking, but I do actually like the characters. And again, it could be nostalgia and my experience having played the game. I lost count at like 31, I think. I lost count. So it could just be me having played it so many times, but I don't think that the lore is that nonsensical. I think it's a pretty successful, like, consistent and gradual raising of the stakes kind of story. It keeps you engaged. Lots of different characters to play with. How many times ago was the 31st time? How the hell would I know? Yeah, Shenmue is, I have thoughts whenever I think about that game. I have some thoughts. That game makes me laugh. So, the end, the purpose of this, right? We have Rose and Zieg, like, together at last. This nice culmination of this story or whatever. I just wanted to show this final card because it's cute. And now we're back to the title screen with Firebrand. Oh, we're done. I'm so sad. I did think about Shenmue while looking for one, but I would never boot that up again. There's something about it, isn't it? There's something about that game that just... It is like no other. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I adore this game. It's so nice to be able to play it, like, not just by myself. But yeah, Gooby, if you want to check out this game and you need some tips, I could talk your ear off. So let me see here. I'm gonna close my captions real quick. See who's streaming. I didn't think Juho would like Sekiro. He's gone to Elden Ring. Liz Star's playing Retro. Decrease playing Stardew. Is anybody playing an RPG? Not really. Yeah, and the cool thing is, I'm playing this again, obviously now with trophies, because it's available in the PlayStation Store, so you don't actually have to just hook up your old PlayStation 1 like I did the first time, with all of the ruined, scraggly graphics bits and everything. So let's see, we just rated Hypno. If anybody has friends who are streaming, let me know while I keep looking, but... Oh, yeah, Lobos is playing Dragon's Dogma. Forgot that just came out. Don't forget the sound, that's true, I did forget the sound. Gooby, how am I not following you? What even? Luca Jin has a great old Let's Play of Suikoden 2, All Stars of Destiny. It's so relaxing to watch Let's Plays of RPGs. I kind of prefer that, honestly, to playing them myself most of the time, but... let me see. I think Gab might be on lunch break. I have to watch an ad first. Yes. Gab is on lunch break, so... Oh, Coco's watching The Hobbit with Amazon Prime. That's cute. I don't know. Let's... No, I've changed my mind. We're gonna raid Liz, who's playing, I don't know, retro stuff. That's the extent of what I know, but Liz is good people, so. I appreciate y'all. I didn't ask what you were doing this weekend. Oh, I'm such a failure. I always ask. Petmox, I will. I will do that. So I will be back next week doing something. Maybe we'll try for a PB in Shadow of the Colossus Evens, since we got a PB in Odds on Tuesday. And then next Thursday, I guess I'm gonna have to pick a new casual game. And I kind of want it to be Solar Ash, but I missed the sale, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you have some suggestions in addition to Solar Ash, let me know. Because I can't just keep playing Legend of Dragoon. Can't do it. Say hi to Liz when you get over there. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Is it Easter? I guess have a good Easter, too, maybe? Anyway, bye!